that Laura girl removed herself from our text?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think she's gonna come one of these times. Though.
Okay, so like the last day.
So you guys had the TA come when I wasn't here?
A week ago, yeah.
Specifically because you were not here.
It's okay. I didn't get any credit for that assignment anyway. Obviously, because I didn't do
She
it.
came, she's like, I'm taking Kendall's spot.
I had a dream last night that I
Is
got
that
a
what you
0.
said?
No.
A dream last night
Yeah, that I got a 0 on an assignment.
for this class?
Yeah. But do you ever have those like where you have like missing grades or like where you show up like really late to class in your dreams?
Oh, in your dreams?
Anyway,
No.
just my deepest fears or whatever. Just kidding.
I haven't had a dream about school in a while.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I just hate that feeling. It's like, do I really have a 0? Like, did I really just like,
I mainly dream about work.
okay,
It's
so
fun.
the difference, characteristics of the T distribution, because the T distribution was invented because you can't always find the true standard deviation of a population.
Basically,
Yeah. This is don't know.
it's basically supposed to be more accurate than the other because you are. From what I understood, it was basically just you're not always 100% positive that everything's right, and so in order to be more accurate, you do the T distribution instead of the Z distribution. So like,
Yeah, because it's where the standard deviation is unknowable or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird because because it says you don't know the population.
so we don't know
deviation,
the population
and then they
standard
give you a
deviation,
different
but
one.
they give us the sample.
Sample one. So it's practically the same formula, just with a different number.
That's exactly what it is.
I was like reading this whole chapter. It's confusing, but it's like so easy at the same time. It's like
What's easy to mix up?
Yeah.
That's what's been hard for me. It's just trying to keep everything straight in each situation.
It's gonna be interesting if they test it all together, like where you have to discern what type of problem it is.
If they do, I'm screwed.
I actually made, so check this out.
Oh,
Made
overachiever
Excel.
moment.
Well, I just didn't want to keep doing the problem. So for the one we learned on Monday, I just enter the numbers and it just gives me the high and the low right here. Like it does
Yeah.
everything for me. It's so easy.
Cool.
It's his wisdom. Okay, so degrees of freedom is always the sample size minus 1
Minus 1.
because
unless they
God said so or something. Or
Yeah, but on another problem, they said
Yeah,
it was
that's what
like
he
minus
said.
14 on some other problem.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. 12C.
state the degree of freedom. Well, the degrees of freedom is 14. That's because you took 15, which is the sample size, and the minus 1.
Okay, so it is okay.
Sample size minus 1.
Okay, the formula is x bar minus mu divided by the sample, or the standard deviation of the sample, which is s, and not
Instead of sigma.
mu, sigma.
Yeah.
And then
Standard
it's-
deviation of a population is sigma. And
So
then the
that's-
sample standard deviation is the S.
So that's the only difference with that equation.
Really, it really is. And then in the other one, instead of using Z, you use T.
So the difference to T confidence interval is that sigma is not known, and you figure out a T distribution rather than a Z distribution.
Yep.
Which is going back to that little weird little chart thing.
Yeah.
Or like that the chart is like longer on the tails. It doesn't go up as high.
Yeah. Yeah, it was long.
Yeah.
When conducting a hypothesis test when sigma is unknown, what is the formula used to compute the statistic? X bar minus mu divided by the standard deviation divided by the square root of it. Standard deviation. Well, so it just asks for
How
the
did you
thing.
get this?
This was a thing that you download.
Oh, they just
from the
have it
chapter. Yeah,
from the chapter.
it does make life easier because you just paste it in here.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, what are the requirements for creating a 95% confidence T interval?
I mean, what are the requirements?
What number do you want, sorry?
Part 2, question 7.
Is that more the rules?
Well, there's those two things. It has to be a simple random sample and it has to be a sample from a normally distributed property or
That's what I put too.
population.
Yeah.
Even though that doesn't really sound like hard. It's just
And then to figure out what the mean and the standard deviation were, just copied and pasted into their beautiful little Excel sheet. I mean, that's what they tell you to do. And then 95% confidence level, you just switch it in this thing. But you also could put that into the equation as well,
yeah.
because you're using the z-score.
Is that actually interactive?
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it does a bunch of stuff on it. And then, how does the margin of
So like,
Do that later. It was loud.
sound like fire alarm.
I know.
I have to have the volume loud to wake me up in the morning.
So the degree of freedom, it's always the mean minus 1.
Yeah.
It's the sample size
or
minus
The sample size.
It's never gonna not be that.
Yeah, I don't know. At least.
For what we're doing right now, yeah.
And then state the null and alternative hypothesis.
That was
Got
easy.
that.
It was basically just
Degrees of freedom. Sketch
what
the
it is
T.
and then the opposite.
Use your software to compute the p-value. That's pretty easy. P-value is right there.
You just
And
plug it in.
because that's above the 0.5 or whatever, we fail to reject the null.
Wait, explain that to me.
Because so the p-value, if the p is low, then you reject the null. But
Mhm.
since it's 0.9 and the p-value was, or like the alpha was 0.5,
Mhm.
so this is above that, so then you fail to reject the null.
Okay.
And then we have insufficient evidence that the average age of second home buyers in this area are different than the national average.
All right, cool.
Quiz time.
I guess so.
Let's do it.
That guy just made it in our video.
What?
That guy just made it in our video. And he didn't even know.
Video ball.
He's being shown live to, hey, there's actually a viewer. Interesting.
A
No,
vi-
no, he's not
a
a viewer.
Somebody's watching our video.
Because he technically can.
Yeah,
Technically, can.
because it is live, right?
Yeah, I just don't know who
I don't
would
know
sit
if
around
anybody
watching
would
people
watch.
while they take a quiz or.
Watch one of our videos, you have like 1,000 views or something. It's
I
like,
know. It'd be cool. Like I would watch like famous people do boring things.
Yeah, they have a link to the T distribution applet on the quiz.
16 questions.
Even we assume the population is not answered. Last time we're making a different assumption about what has changed. We assume that it's unknown,
That's
Yeah.
sigma.
which is a standard deviation.
For the next two questions,
Let
let
know.
the no.
Sorry.
No, please go ahead.
I
Just kidding.
honestly wasn't even really reading. was
Yeah, I
just,
didn't. I didn't really care about it either. Just kidding.
dude, it's the survey time for IBC. I was in the crossroads before this, and like 2 of them came up to me within like 5 minutes. Hey, can you take a survey? And I'm like,
They market penetration, whatever stuff,
Yeah,
because they've already got the things going or whatever. Do they take IOU? Just kidding.
yeah.
For the next two questions, let the null and alternative hypothesis, this and that.
It literally says
It's not
it's
known.
not known. Yeah,
So it's not known.
I mean, how can you trust it?
it's true. I don't
What is the value of T? So we gotta do that equation. Which is
So it's 3 divided by
3?
divided by
What is that equation again?
2. 3 divided by 2, so it's 1.5. I think.
What's 1.5?
I think the answer is 1.5 if you want to check.
Assume that the population standard deviation is not known. Beckett collects a sample size of n equals 9 and computes x bar equals 11 and s equals that. Okay, so what's the formula again?
It's the same thing except just you swap out the s for the standard
Oh,
deviation
okay.
for the population.
So it's 1.5.
Yeah.
So I guess I
1.5.
should.
I
Fine.
think. I mean, I just did that in my head. The math might not be right, but
Okay. I guess I should keep the little Excel calculator because I'm always building it, but
Yes, it's car CAR.
so it's so it's 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Divided by or 6 minus the square root of 9 or 6.
Yes.
oh, yeah, 6 divided by 3.
Okay, but on the top of the equation is just 11.
No, it'll be
Okay.
11 minus.
8.
Sorry, I'm moving sorry. Yeah. It'll still be the x minus the u thing.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 divided by 2, which gives 1.5.
Yes, I got it. Perfect. All right, thank you so much for your help.
Okay, use the following values which are pulled from the data. So we need to go download body type.
Wait, we're on question 6, right?
Yeah. Wait, why doesn't it give us the rest of this stuff?
What do you mean the rest of what stuff?
Because question 6 it says
Find T-bar. Whatever.
well, you just need the body type file, like the data file, but it doesn't give you that in the quiz.
Which we pulled from the data file body type in the next question. Maybe you don't need it.
No, I mean I think you definitely need it.
No, you do need it. What? Oh, no, they're right here. These are the values right there. Right underneath.
Oh, okay. Oh, they were pulled from the file. Okay.
Yeah.
So copy and paste them into my software.
Yeah.
If you could copy and paste them,
Wait, can you not highlight them?
I can.
I can't either. That's gay.
You want to just read it to me?
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, can you not copy them?
No, it's like a photo.
we tried it. Won't let us.
Yeah, you just want to read them and I'll put them in my little software.
98, 99.6, 87.8, 97.6, 7, 99.2, 97.4, 96.9, 98.8, 99.1, 6.8, 97, 7.6, 7, 98.2.
Okay.
Dang.
That's tough.
What is X bar?
Just be the mean of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but do we have like a confidence level and stuff? Or a test type?
So your level of significance is 0.05.
I don't need that, I don't think.
Use the null hypothesis.
What is the null hypothesis?
It's that the mean equals 98.6. And the alternative is that the mean is less than 98.6. The level of significance.
Is equal to?
Which one? So the null is equal to 98.6,
And the
and then the alternative is less than.
okay. So let's see then.
And then the significance is 0.05.
What is X bar?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to get us to solve.
Well, what is X bar?
Isn't that the mean?
Yeah, it's just the mean.
Oh, okay, so then it's 98.220. What is S? Which is the
S is the
standard deviation of the sample size.
uh-huh.
So that's 0.922.
And what is the t-score? So now we have to plug in.
Now t-score is negative 1.843.
Oh.
I like this Excel
Is
sheet.
that just on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just plugs it in it and then
Oh.
doesn't.
You need to
P-value.
I just never download anything. So,
P-value is
or what was S? Sorry, on number 7.
S.
Does it
This
have
is
it
the standard
in
deviation right there.
Yeah, it's 0.922.
there? 0.922.
So S is 0.040
Wait. S?
or p-value
P-value.
0.040. As long as this is right, like as long as I have this with the correct factors in here, if I have it at a 95% confidence interval, which I don't know if that changes things, if it's different than that. But
Does it say?
what is the correct decision based off this evidence? So it's so the p-value is 0.4. What's our,
0.05.
so then we fail to reject the null.
So it's 0.04.
I guess it's 0.04, yeah. So then we reject the null.
It's lower.
I mean, so right.
than-
Yeah, if
Yeah.
p is low, reject the null.
Gosh, I have to redo the numbers again. Can't believe you won't turn on this one.
What? Oh my goodness. All right. You ready? You gotta plug in more numbers. You can't copy and paste them though.
Yes, I can. Just kidding.
I can do
For next, these values at wait time, copy and paste them into SPSS. Well, we're not going to do that. The hospital claims that the average time between births is 40 minutes. Okay. So hopefully we don't need the. Oh, and I'm just going to copy and paste these somewhere else on here just in case we ever have to come back to them.
Sure.
Okay.
So 59, 14, 37, 62, 68, 2, 15, 9, 157, 27, 37, 2, 55, 86, 4. What number are you on? 4.
Mhm.
40, 36, 47, 9, and 61.
That's great. See, if we get one of those wrong, then it's all wrong.
It's my fault.
It is your fault. But
It really is, though.
okay.
So p-value is
So the null hypothesis is equals 40.
isn't that what they said?
Or what's the alternative hypothesis?
So the null is equals 40, and alternative it doesn't equal 40.
Okay. And then confidence level, it doesn't give us that, right?
It I think it does.
I think
With a level of
0.01.
significance of 0.01.
Yeah, it's not the same as the confidence level.
Okay.
I don't think-
P-value?
So the p-value is 0.995.
0.99.
And I hope they're all like this.
Okay, what decision do you make? So
definitely
Over 1 or
0.01.
0.01, yeah. So then you fail to reject the null.
You decide to try another high hypothesis. This time you use blank and you keep the same level of significance. Did the p-value increase or decrease?
So less than
It's less than.
Yeah.
40. Okay. P-value less than. Yeah, the p-value decreases. What decision do you make?
Wait, so where the heck did you download that thing? That was on the chapter?
Was in the
Yeah.
chapter.
It's BRUIcheats.com. Just kidding.
Packs.
But you still fail to reject the null because the null is 0.04, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Is that
Or
all?
the level of significance is
Yeah.
0.01, so you're still above
Would be the
that.
same.
Okay. Now
So now
construct a
95.
the true mean wait time between births at hospitals. What is the lower limit of this confidence interval? So is that, like we were just talking about the true mean wait time, right? So this is still the same problem.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Okay, because then we already have this. So the confidence interval, like the lower band, is 23.499.
Oh, so it'd be 23.5.
Round to one decimal
So it's
place.
at 95. You're at a 95 percent confidence interval.
Yeah.
Okay. So 23.4, 0.5.
Yeah.
And then 56.6 probably then. 56.6. Well, that's question 16.
Yeah.
Man, let's get 100% on this.
Let's hope so.
That would be a dream.
If that was that easy, I'm gonna be very impressed. Come on, baby.
It's probably not. Nothing like this.
No,
that
it
easy.
looks pretty good so far, guys.
I always go to the bottom because then
I got one wrong.
I got one right. All right. No, I got 17 right out of 17.
Oh, what did I put wrong?
How was there
then?
17? There's only 16 questions.
I have no idea.
Question
Oh,
16.
it's just the way. What did you put on 10? For some reason, I put fail to reject the null.
Then I must have put the opposite. Reject the null.
Yeah, it's reject.
Wow, that was the best thing that's ever happened to me.